Quick disclaimer before we begin, my channel is not meant for kids. If you hate swearing, I apologize in advance. With that said, in order to keep my ads and comments, fuck! I did Pokemon Black with only one Axe Cube. I did Pokemon Platinum with only Leafeon and Glaceon. Pokemon Heart Gold with Sneasel, Leaf Green as Leaf, and I even did Pokemon Emerald with nothing but a team of Poochyena. But now, it is time for my most brutal challenge to date. Goosit started it with Hoenn. Madrybread continued it with Kanto. Chaotic Meatball promised Johto, and J-Rose 11 did Suno. Now it is time for me to take my rightful place and finish with the Universal Pokemon Randomizer. Today's the day that we proceed to figure out if I can beat Generation 5 with only Shedinja! Now, for those of you who have been living under a rock, Shedinja is a bug ghost Pokemon with the gimmick of having only 1 HP. That's it. It can never go any higher. However, its gimmick is that it has the ability Wonder Guard. This makes it so it can only get hit by super effective moves, which are Flying, Rock, Ghost, Fire, Dark, and Struggle, which is typeless. Fortunately for grinding, Shedinja is in the erratic EXP group, which means we only need 600,000 EXP to reach level 100. Let's explain the rules. In combat, I can only use Shedinja. I'll need other Pokemon for outside purposes, but I won't be allowed to use any of them in battle. No glitches or exploits, no items in battle, only Pokeballs, held items, and items outside of combat are allowed. Also, if you enjoy my content, make sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and turn on notifications. And if you have money to spare, consider donating to my Patreon linked in the description down below. Oh, I guess that means it's time for us to begin. Now, I'm doing this challenge in Black 2 specifically due to a change that will make this actually possible. But we will cross that bridge when we get to it. For my character, I chose the girl so that a particular viewer will actually watch the streams, and I named her Mickey after my sibling. Also acting like a cute little carryover from my Absol in White 1 run, where I named the player after my mother. Rival's name was left as huge, since it doesn't matter so much. I prepared this challenge long ago, so let me run through the events via a recreation. Our mom gets a call from Professor Juniper that we can get a starter from Bianca. Cube tags along for the ride, and we find her watching the view. Here, I use the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to replace Snivy with Shedinja so that we can do the whole run with it. I may regret giving Hugh Emboar, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Fortunately, Hugh can't hurt us until the 3rd time we fight him, so he's a free win. I made sure to soft reset for a good-natured Shedinja so that we can stand a chance. I eventually got one with a naive nature, so more speed and less special defense, and I named it Kane to keep up with the wrestling theme of MVP's Lesnar and Meatball's Kingston. We then go through the mandatory tutorial of healing at the Pokemon Center, receiving Pokeballs, getting Granny Shoes, and Hugh's map, having our mother mistake our Shedinja for a Snivy, and learning how to catch Pokemon. after all that was said and done, I did the painstaking task of defeating 252 Patrat and 252 Purloin. Yes, I did not stutter. I basically wiped out the entire population on Route 9. Now, looking at the stats again, you may be wondering why I didn't go for an attack boosting nature. Well, for one, I kind of forgot attack was higher, but having more speed is important, since if we don't one-shot the opponent, they'll one-shot us. So we gotta make sure we go first. Anyways, after that mass genocide, I met Alder on a cliffside before making it to the next town. He directs me to Philosophy Ranch to find Hugh so I can get to the map. On the way, I fought 5 Sunturn to finish off my effort value. EVs basically boost a particular stat, so the more I have of attacks and speed, the better. In fact, there's currently only one effort value that I have that is not of any use to us. And that is the health EV that we're forced to get from Hugh's Tepig in the first battle. Speaking of Hugh, after we give him his map, we track down the missing herdier and lead Team Plasma. Before I leave the area though, I caught a Psyduck for 8 gems, a Pidove to fly, 5 Lillipup to grant up for pickup, and a couple different types of Pokemon for a later purpose. One thing I want to make clear is that I'm only going to be finding Pokemon that give me attack, special attack, or speed effort values. And yes, that means I'm even going to throw away the massive amount of EXP from Audino. I just can't risk it. After a long time, I got these stats, and I'm now ready for the first major roadblock. No, not Sharon. He comes later. The kids that Alder has use the elemental monkeys, and at their current level, they know the ghost type move Lick. If I don't outspeed them, I can forget about the gym challenge. It's now time for the moment of truth, as this is where our journey officially begins.